Hello. So we have been studying chapter number 6. Yes, class 6. So now, first of all, we revise whatever whatever we studied in previous class. We will revise. Then we will start the next topic. Okay. So last time we studied about different kind of changes. Yes, last time we studied about different kind of changes. As you can see on the screen, there are different kind of changes, some common changes. As you can see, slow changes, fast changes, periodic changes, non-periodic changes, reversible changes, irreversible changes, physical changes, chemical changes. Okay. So last time we studied about slow changes, fast changes, periodic changes and non-periodic changes. Yes, we studied last time about slow changes, fast changes and periodic changes and non-periodic changes. Today we are going to study about reversible and irreversible changes. Okay. So first of all, tell me what is the meaning of changes? Because we know that changes can occur everywhere at any time. Changes differ from each other. Okay. Example, melting of ice, burning of paper. So what is a change? What is a change? An act by which a thing forms or become different than its previous itself. Yes. An act by which a thing forms or becomes different than its previous self. For instance, for example, when ice melts, it changes into water. Therefore, it turns its form from solid to liquid. So, this is the meaning of changes. Okay. I hope that you understood the meaning. Now, let's move on the next point. So kids, last time we studied about slow changes. As you can see on the screen, there are the kind of changes that will these are the kind of changes that will happen over a period of time slowly. Yes, and slow changes are changes which occur very slowly. Yes, slow changes are changes which occur very slowly. Yes, they take so much time. For example, you can see in the picture. Can you see in the picture? Look the picture carefully. A boy becoming a man is an example. This as it happens over the year. Yes. Boy becoming a man, it takes many years. Around 18 years. Yes. So this is the example of slow change. Can you give me some more example of slow changes? Can you tell me some more example of slow changes? Yes. Tree, when tree grows, it takes many years. Yes, am I right? It takes many years. So it is also the example of slow changes. And one more example, if I give you, changes in season. Changes in season takes too much time. 2 months, 3 months, somewhere 6 months. Okay. So these are also slow changes. Okay. So we can say there are many changes. So I hope that you understood the meaning of slow changes. These are the kind of changes that will happen over a period of time slowly. Okay. For instance, a boy becoming a man is an example of this as it happens over the years. Now we'll move on the next change, which is fast change. Let's move on the next point. Okay, now let's talk about fast changes. Okay, so fast, as the name suggesting. Okay, these changes occur sooner. Yes, these changes occur very fast. They do not take too much time. For instance, batter turning into pudding. Yes, batter turning into pudding is example of fast changes. It will take hardly few minutes for liquid batter to turn into its pudding. Yes, it takes so much, not so much time. It does not take so much time. Okay, it will take hardly few minutes only. Yeah, only few minutes it will take. So liquid batter turns into pudding. Okay. Can you give me some more examples of fast changes? Can you give me some more example of fast changes? Yes, kids. Think, yes, boiling of water. When you boil water, it boils very fast. Okay. And our heartbeat is beating again and again. It is happening very fast. Okay. Now look my finger. My finger has stopped. Now I start moving. It is changed very fast. Okay. So there are many kind of changes. Slow changes, fast changes, periodic changes, non-periodic changes. So what is slow change and what is fast change? What do you mean by slow change? Slow changes. These are the kind of changes that will happen over a period of time, slowly. For example, a boy becoming a man. And fast changes, these are the changes occur sooner, yes, they do not take so much time. For example, a batter turning into pudding is example of fast change. And it will take hardly few minutes for liquid batter to turn into a pudding. Okay. I hope that you understood. Now, let's study the next change, periodic change. Let's move on the next point. Okay, kids, now let's talk about periodic changes. Changes which repeat themselves are called periodic changes. Yes. Changes which repeat themselves are called periodic changes. Yes. Periodic changes are those changes which repeat automatically. Automatically. Yes, automatically. Changes which repeat after some time. Yes, they take a fixed period. After fixed period, they repeat themselves. Yes, these are known as periodic changes. Look the picture carefully. First picture, can you see the first picture of a tree and sun on another side and one side is moon? Yes. So as you can see in the picture, dear kids, you can easily guess that day night changes occur after a fixed time. After 24 hours, every day, after 24 hours, again day and night coming and going, coming and means it takes 12 hour time. It takes 12 hour time. Okay. So changing in day and night is a periodic change. Okay. You know that planets revolve around the earth, around the sun. Yes, planets revolve around the sun. Okay. Planets revolve around the sun. They take a fixed period of time. Yes, after a fixed period, they again turn and turn. Okay. Even our clock, wall clock, it repeat again after 12 hours. Yes. Again after 12 hours, the same time it shows. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, then again 1 o'clock, again 2 o'clock, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this process goes on and on. And changes in beating of heart, changing in phases of the moon. Yes, these are the example of periodic changes. Okay. So changes which repeat themselves are called periodic changes. Day and night, phases of the moon, beating of the heart, clock striking again an hour. These are the periodic changes. Now let's go on the next point. Okay, now we are going to study about non-periodic changes. Yes, non-periodic changes. So changes which do not occur regular interval of time are called non-periodic changes. Yes. So what do you mean by non-periodic changes? Changes which occur randomly means not regular, means they are not fixed period of time. Yes. They happens automatically. Yes, these changes happen automatically. That's why these are known as non-periodic changes. Okay. Changes which do not occur regularly. Okay, they do not happen automatically. They do not happen automatically. Non-periodic changes do not happen automatically. Okay, for example, you can see in the picture, first picture, look the first picture. Yes, you can see the eruption of volcano. Yes, volcano is coming out. Volcano is coming out, as you can see in the picture. Yes, which is showing non-periodic changes, because volcano come out at any time. You can see the second picture, earthquake. You can see on the road. Yes, earthquake can come anytime. There is no fixed time. So it is also the example of non-periodic changes. Look, the forest fire. Yes, sometimes forests get fire. So it happens that forests start burning. So it happens only sometime, not every day, not after a fixed time. So these are the example of non-periodic changes. So I hope that you understood. Yes, kids. So what are non-periodic changes and what are periodic changes? Yes, what are periodic changes? What are periodic changes? Periodic changes. Changes which repeat themselves are called periodic changes. Day and night, phases of the moon, beating of the heart. All these are the example of periodic changes. And what are non-periodic changes? Changes which do not occur regular interval of time. Yes, changes which do not occur at regular interval of time are called non-periodic changes. For example, eruption of volcano, earthquake, forest fire are non-periodic changes. Now, let's move on the next point. Okay, kids. Now let's talk about the reversible and irreversible changes. Reversible and irreversible changes. Look the first picture. Look the first picture. Ice cream. Do you like ice cream? I like ice cream. I like all ice cream. I can eat any ice cream. Yes. And you can see the mango ice cream. Yes. Is it mango ice cream or orange ice cream? I think mango, or you can say orange. It doesn't matter. Okay. So when ice cream melts, then it converts into liquid. It is a change. Can you tell me which is change? Which is this change? Now look the picture. Chocolate. When chocolate is freeze, but if you start melting, it convert into liquid. So it is a change. Which change? Can you tell me it is reversible or irreversible changes? Egg. When you break the egg, then the internal parts come out, jelly come out. Tell me, is it reversible or irreversible? Burning of fire, wood. Burning of wood, is it reversible or irreversible changes? Look the picture of iron nail. When iron nail corrodes because of humidity, iron and because of air and water, iron nail change into rusting, rust nail. Iron nail changes into rust nail. So is it the example of reversible changes, irreversible changes? Tell me. Look the picture of candle. Candle burning. It getting, the size is decreasing. So tell me, is it reversible or irreversible changes? Yes. So you can see that ice cream, it is changing into liquid. It is reversible changes. Chocolate changing into liquid. It is reversible changes. And because you can again convert liquid into ice cream, liquid into chocolate. Breaking down of egg, coming out of jelly, it is irreversible changes, because you cannot fit it again. Okay, you cannot make the same egg. And next is burning of wood. Is a reversible changes or irreversible? It is irreversible. Rusting of iron, it is irreversible. Okay, and burning of candle, also irreversible. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's see the definition of reversible and irreversible. Let's move on the next point. So kids, what do you mean by reversible changes? Reversible changes in an effect on a substance which can then be returned to its original state. The change alter only the physical state of the substance, however, no new substance is formed. Yes, kids. What are reversible changes? Changes which return to its original state. Yes, the changes alter only the physical state of substance, means size, shape, color can change. However, no new substance is formed. Yes, no new substance is formed during reversible changes. Okay. Okay. As you can see, reversible changes in effect of a substance which can then be returned to its original state. The change alter only the physical state of the substance. However, no new substance is formed, which is actually a reversible change. So, reversible changes, we know that changes in day and night, changes in phases of the moon, heart beating, they are reversible changes. They are reversible changes. And melting of ice cream, chocolate, melting of chocolate, these are also reversible changes. Please write down. I'm giving you 10 seconds. So kids, what are reversible changes? Changes which return to its original state. Changes are known as reversible changes. Which they occur, these changes alter only the physical state of the substance. Yes, only physical state of the substance change. Only physical state of substance change in reversible changes. Chemical changes does not occur. Okay. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, now let's talk about irreversible changes. And irreversible changes is a change that you cannot undo. Yes, these are the changes you cannot undo. Yes, but reversible changes you can undo. It means in such kind of changes, they cannot return to their original state. Okay, substances cannot return to their original state, but in reversible changes they can return to its original state. For example, if you burn a book, there is no way to restore it. Yes, after burning up the book, it will convert into ash. Can you restore it? You cannot. You cannot undo. Even if you carefully collect all the ashes and all the smoke and the other gases that is produced by the fire, there is no possible way for processing these material to make them come back together. So kids, if you burn the book, the gas will come out. Restore all the gases. Ash will form. Restore all the ash. Can you again convert using them into book? No, you cannot. So these material to make them come back together, it's impossible. Burning of wood, it's impossible to bring it back into its original state. Rusting of iron, you cannot change it, rust iron into original iron. Yes. So we can say these are irreversible changes. So an irreversible changes is a change that you cannot undo. Yes. Means they do not return to their original state. Okay. For example, burning of book, there is no way to restore it. Okay. So I hope that you understood now. Let's move on the next point. Okay, now we will talk about chemical changes. Yes. So what do you mean by chemical changes? A chemical change produce a new substance. Yes. Chemical changes produce a new substance. Yes. These changes are those changes which are yes, tell me, irreversible. Yes, these are irreversible. Example of chemical changes are burning and cooking an egg. Burning and cooking an egg. Yes. And you know kids, when fruit gets ripe, ripening of fruit is also an example of chemical change. Ripening of fruit is also an example of chemical change. Okay. And Burning of paper is also example of chemical change. Burning of paper is also an example of chemical change. Okay, please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, I hope you understood the meaning of physical chemical change, the meaning of chemical change. I hope that you understood. Yes. So a chemical change produces a new substance. Example, chemical changes are burning, cooking an egg. Now let's move to the next point. Physical change. A physical change does not produce a new substance. Yes, in physical change are reversible. Physical changes are reversible, but no new product is formed. No new product is formed. New substance is formed. No new substance is formed. You can see crushing can. When you crush the can or melt the ice cream, these are the example of physical change. You can again, when you melt the ice cream, you get water, but by water you can again get the ice cream by freezing it. Even blowing balloon is reversible change. Yes, blowing of balloon is reversible change. Yes, cooking an egg is irreversible. Yes, baking a cake is irreversible. Yes, but boiling water is physical change. Boiling water is physical change. Okay, I hope you understood. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, that I hope you understood the meaning of physical change and chemical change. Yes, a physical change does not produce a new substance. Example, physical change include crushing can, melting ice cream. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Let's move to the next slide. Okay, so I have written the physical and chemical changes to differentiate between them. I have written like this. So please, first of all, chemical, then physical. Okay, chemical not easily reversed. Yes, they are not easily reversible. Means you cannot reverse them. But physical changes easily reversible. Physical changes are easily reversible. Chemical changes, no new product is formed. Who said? In physical changes, no new product is formed, but in chemical changes, always new product form. Yes, in chemical changes, always new product is formed, but in physical changes, no new product is formed. In chemical changes, reactants are used up, but in physical changes, often just a state change. Yes, solid can change into liquid, liquid can change into gas, gas can change into liquid, liquid can change into solid. It happens in physical changes. And during chemical changes, often heat, light, sound, fizzing occur. Yes, heat may release light, sound, fizzing happen, but such kind of changes does not happen during physical changes. Example of physical changes, melting of ice. And during chemical changes, electricity may be produced. Yes, and a precipitate can form. Precipitate means insoluble substance. Example, burning of wood. So chemical changes are not easily reversible. New product forms, reactant used up, often heat, light, sound, fizzing occur. Yes, they can happen. Electricity may be produced. A precipitate may form. And during physical changes, easily reversible. No new product form, often just a state change. Okay, please write down. I'm giving you 10 seconds. Kids, if you don't want to write this one, then don't write. I will show you one more index. You can write that one. Okay, as you wish. Now let's go on the next one. Okay, look the example of physical changes. First example, cutting of trees. Yes, cutting the tree is a physical change because no new product is forming. Tree, after cutting the tree, it is still tree. Yes, so it is no new product is formed. Melting of butter in pan. Yes, if you melt the butter in pan, it will change into liquid. But you freeze it. If you do solidification, means if you again change into solid, it will a physical change. Yes, so we can say it will again become butter. Am I right? Next is boiling of water to form steam. Yes, when you boil the water, it changes into steam. But if you cool down, if you put then it will again change into water. That is also the example of physical changes because physical changes are reversible changes. Next, dissolving common salt in water. If you dissolve common salt in water, can you separate? Yes, you can separate again. Then you can again dissolve in water. So it happens. So we can say no new product is forming. It is still salty water, and after removing, you will get the salt and water. So it is physical change, reversible change. Okay. Making a fruit salad with raw fruit. Yes, when you make fruit salad with raw fruit, it is also a physical change because no new product is forming. Now, chemical changes. Rusting of almirah. Yes, after rusting almirah, rust is formed. You cannot make almirah from rust again. Passing of electric current through water, then breaking down into hydrogen or oxygen gas. Yes, when you pass the electric current through water, then what happens? Hydrogen oxygen gas form. Can you make water again using hydrogen and oxygen gas? Can you make water again using hydrogen and oxygen gas? No, you cannot make. So passing of electric current through water, then breaking down into hydrogen and oxygen gas, example of chemical change. Burning of paper and wood, convert into ash. Can you make again paper and wood? No, you cannot make. After burning paper and wood, you cannot convert them. So we can say chemical changes are irreversible changes, and ash is forming means always new product is formed. Okay, these are the example. Now let's see the index of changes in physical change and chemical changes again in a new way. Let's move on the next point. Okay, look the index. Physical change and chemical change. So during physical changes, what happens? Physical properties change. During physical changes, what happens, kids? Always physical properties change. And during chemical changes, what happens? During chemical changes, always chemical properties change. During physical change, always physical property change. During chemical change, always chemical property change. Okay, and during physical changes are reversible change. Physical changes are reversible changes, and chemical changes are irreversible changes. Chemical changes are irreversible changes. Yes. Okay, and physical changes, composition of matter does not change. Yes, the particle still remains same. You cannot change the number of atom. But in chemical changes, number of particle changes, composition of matter change, atoms change. During physical changes, no accompanied by large energy changes. Yes, during physical change, energy does not release, energy does not absorb, nothing happens. But during chemical changes, accompanied by large energy change. Yes, either energy release or absorb. Yes, energy change, heat may occur, light may occur, sound may occur. So these can happen. Example, freezing of water is example of physical change, which is reversible changes and no new product is forming. Chemical changes, burning of wood. So these are the example. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, you can see physical changes in physical properties. Chemical changes in chemical properties. Reversible changes. Physical changes are reversible changes. Chemical changes are irreversible changes. Physical changes, composition of matter does not change. And chemical changes, composition of matter changes. Physical changes not accompanied by large energy change. Chemical changes accompanied by large energy. Example, freezing of water, burning of wood. Both are the example of different physical changes and chemical changes. Now, let's let's move on the next point. Because I said, kids, what I said that physical changes are change in physical properties and chemical changes are change in chemical properties. Now let's see the physical properties and chemical properties. Let's move on the next slide. So as you can see the physical properties and chemical properties, you can see the which are the physical properties: color, shape, size, density, amount, volume. Yes, density means mass upon volume. Density, because of density, any object can float on water. If the density is more, then the substance will not float, it will sink. Volume is length into breadth into height. Okay, multiplication of length into breadth into height. Okay, or the space that takes up. Volume means you can say the space that takes up. Okay, color, shape, size, density, amount, volume, these are physical properties. And chemical properties, you can see flammability, rusting, burning, corrosion, reactivity. Flammability means the ability of being burned. Yes, how fast it can catch the fire or it cannot catch. Corrosion means rusting. Okay, burning, you know. Reactivity means during reactivity means one chemical react to another chemical and atom change, new product is formed. Okay, in higher class you will study about the reactivity in detail. Okay, so these are the physical changes and chemical changes as you can see on the screen. Okay, physical properties: color, shape, size, density, amount, volume. Chemical properties: flammability, rusting, burning, corrosion, reactivity. Okay, please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, that I hope that you understood. Yes. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, it's time to ask question from you. As you can see on the screen, first question number 1: differentiate between physical and chemical changes. Yes, differentiate between physical and chemical changes. So as I said that physical changes are changes in physical properties. Physical changes are reversible. During physical changes, composition of matter does not change and not accompanied by large energy change like heat and light. But during chemical changes are actually changes in chemical properties. They are irreversible. Composition of matter changes and accompanied by large energy. And which are the physical and chemical properties? Physical properties are color, shape, size, density, amount, volume. Yes, color, shape, size, density, amount, volume. Which are the chemical properties? Flammability, rusting, burning, corrosion, reactivity. Okay, these are physical and chemical properties. And example of physical changes: cutting of trees, melting of butter in a pan, boiling of water to form steam, dissolving common salt in water, making a fruit salad with raw fruit. An example of chemical changes: rusting of almirah, passing electric current through water, then breaking down to hydrogen or oxygen gas, burning of paper and wood. Okay, next question: define reversible and irreversible changes. Yes, define reversible and irreversible changes. So reversible changes is an effect on a substance which can then return to its original state. So we can say changes in which the substance return to its original state. It's called reversible changes. Okay, the change alters only the physical state of the substance. However, no new substance is formed. And what do you mean by irreversible changes? And irreversible changes is a change that you cannot undo. For example, if you burn a book, there is no way to restore. Okay, so I hope you understood. Now we'll meet in next class. Till then, bye bye.